Some lands seem to hold the weight of thousands of years in their stones, and Scotland is one of them. A nation of mist-shrouded mountains, castles standing like sentinels of time, and legends that still walk among the wind and silence of the Highlands. Today, we'll journey through the stories, fun facts, and mysteries that make Scotland one of the most fascinating places in the world. On the shores of the famous Loch Ness lies Urquhart Castle, a fortress that dates back to the 13th century and was the scene of countless battles between Scottish clans and English invaders. Now in ruins, its walls still seem to watch over the dark waters of the loch. And it was in these very waters that Scotland's most famous legend emerged, the Loch Ness Monster. The first mention dates back to the 6th century, when the missionary St. Columba reportedly saw a terrifying creature emerge from the waters. Over the centuries, fishermen, travelers, and locals have sworn they saw the monster, and even modern photographs and sonar attempts have tried to prove its existence. The loch, deep and mysterious, remains the guardian of this secret, which still fascinates the whole world. Scotland is home to over 2,000 castles, fortresses, homes, and ruins that have seen battles and conspiracies. Edinburgh Castle, for example, stands on a volcanic rock and has been the site of coronations, invasions, and imprisonments. Stirling, called the Key to Scotland, was fought over in decisive wars against England. And then there's Eilean Castle, surrounded by calm waters, which has become one of the country's most romantic symbols. Every stone of these buildings echoes centuries of struggle for identity and independence. Walking through their halls is like feeling the breath of history. For centuries, Scotland was divided into powerful clans, each with its own territory, its own crest, and its own honor. But loyalty often led to conflict. One of the most tragic stories was the massacre of Glencoe in 1692. After swearing loyalty to the king, the MacDonald clans were surprised by Campbell's soldiers who, after being welcomed as guests, betrayed their hosts and attacked during the freezing dawn. This event left deep scars on Scottish memory, symbolizing not just the fall of a clan, but the fragility of trust in times of war. Scottish mythology is rich in fantastic creatures, and among the most intriguing are the Kelpies, shape-shifting spirits that take the form of horses to lure travelers to the water. Legend says that once you rode a Kelpie, the victim would be trapped, unable to escape, and dragged to the bottom of rivers and lochs. Today, two gigantic steel horse sculptures, known as the Kelpies, stand in Falkirk as a modern reminder of this ancient myth. Scotland is full of legends and mysteries. Did you know that the unicorn is Scotland's national animal? Chosen by medieval royalty, it represented purity and strength, but also untamed freedom. In another legend, they say that in Glamis Castle, shadowy figures still roam the corridors, including the ghost of an enigmatic lady. In the Hebrides Islands, sailors spoke of the Selkies, creatures that lived as seals in the sea, but who, upon shedding their skin, transformed into women of rare beauty. These are stories that blend with Celtic folklore, where the natural and the supernatural never had clear boundaries. The Isle of Skye, in northwest Scotland, is a place where nature and myth walk hand in hand. Its rocky mountains, like the Quillan Hills, seem carved by giants, and its landscape has been the setting for countless stories. One of the most famous tells of the fairies of Dunvegan Castle, who supposedly left the MacLeod clan chiefs an enchanted banner, capable of protecting them in battles. The island is also surrounded by legends of giants, warriors, and spirits who, they say, still roam the mist-covered hills. But perhaps Scotland's greatest mystery lies in the very spirit of its people, a people who resisted invasions, preserved traditions, and gave the world unforgettable cultural symbols. From whiskey, called the water of life, to the music of bagpipes that echo like ancestral voices, everything in Scotland seems to carry a rare intensity. Here the past is not forgotten, it lives side by side with the present. Scotland is made of poetic landscapes, stories of kings and warriors, and legends that still come alive at nightfall. It's a place where the mist hides secrets, but also reveals the beauty of a people and their culture. And perhaps that's why, when visiting Scotland, many feel they are not just getting to know a country. They are entering a world where the real and the legendary walk together. This is the obscure world, where the past never sleeps and every place holds a story to tell. Subscribe and discover more secrets of our world.